I don't know what it is, but I'm already dropping frames. No, that's not what I was gonna say. But I am dropping frames. Stop that. I don't know what it is, but I'm really tired today. Just one of those days, I guess. Or it could be the weather, or allergies or something, I don't know. It's October, too late to be having allergies. Because I think of allergies as being like a spring thing, you know, with all the flowers and the pollen and... I was gonna say dander. No, that's pets, isn't it? Pet dander. So you can see, I got the new armor. I haven't been paying close attention, but I think the new armor also changes Ezio's cloak. Because it feels like down near the bottom there, it looks like it's more decorative to go with the pattern on the armor. Also, I forgot to change the cloak because I didn't realize at some point that they changed my cloak. Maybe it was the armor of Altair that did that. But I'm just gonna leave it off because there's not really a point to wearing it right now anyway because we're in Venice for like the rest of the game. Wait. Oh, tell me it's on the other side of the wall. I can't climb that, can I? It kind of looks like I can, but that's operating off of assumptions based in Assassin's Creed 3's climbing system. I'm gonna assume Ezio can't climb that. Connor could make it up there, though, I bet. Connor's real good at climbing. What are you stopping for? There's... Why is the tree stopping me? Alright, sure, go for this one, whatever. And of course, I did all the stuff off screen. I did the viewpoints, which we still don't have all of. So I'm just gonna assume that these last two sequences all have, or I guess this is the second to last, and then the next one's. Whoa! Did you see that pop in? Kind of just flew in from off screen. That looked weird. But what was I saying? I already forgot. Yeah, this sequence is the second to last, and then there's the next one is the last, which will probably have the last 10 towers. And then I did a race, and then there was only one assassin contract this time.
Uncle Mario?
I thought that was Dante again. I'm getting him mixed up again. But Dante is dead, so that could only have been Mario, I think. Uh-oh, catch the courier. Jump. So gotta tackle. No? Oh, I'm supposed to... It's a tailing mission. The timer was because I couldn't see him. Right. I was hoping he would make it on the top of that. Yeah, I almost wish I did show the... Get out of people. Show the assassination contract on screen, because it was actually kind of... Not different, because it would still go here, do this. Same, you know, pretty formulaic. But it did have a twist at the end where it's like... Oh, you're trying to find the guy who's gonna try to kill you, so you gotta find him and kill him first. And then first you had to track down a guy. I think actually I had to chase a guy. Had to chase a guy down who had the location of the guy you're actually looking for, and he was actually running. So you had to catch him before he could get away. You know, before he got far enough away where the game is like, oh, he got away. Which I was very unsuccessful at. I was chasing that guy for like 10 minutes. Don't bother me. Chasing a guy. Following a guy. gentle push. Because there's a guy with a box, don't raise a commotion. Another guy with a box. Are they just spawning these here because I'm tailing a guy? And then when I got to the supposed target, it was a dummy, and then it was an ambush. There wasn't actually a guy there, it was a mannequin. And then when you get to the location, it falls over and it's like, oh, ambush, and then it spawns enemies. Which was kind of funny. Oh wait, there's a guy with a box. Another loot guy. Where the heck are you going, man? Well, don't mind me, I'm just having a nice sit. Uh-oh. Are they gonna get mad if I walk through that? I think they will. Let me take to the roof. Move it, Ezio. Crap, there's an archer. Okay, just drop down. Safe now. Ow!
You think you can escape?
No, but I'll kill you. Crap. Okay. Back up on the roof I go. This guy's not gonna be able to catch up. But then I worry if I'm gonna be able to catch up to my guy. 10 seconds. Round it down. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, shut up. No one likes you, rooftop archer. Ow, my shins. Oh, now there's a guy I'm supposed to be throwing money at to stop annoying me. That's gotta be illegal, right? Pestering someone until they give you money. That's like extortion or something. Uh-oh, he's... Oh no, this path kind of is practically built for this. And then I jump off of it and go away. That's probably not intended. Jeez, how long do I have to follow this freaking guy? Excuse me, ladies. Good, the timer refresh. Are you kidding me? 3 of you? Punch you in the face with the money. What does this guy think he's doing? Like, one might answer the question with, oh, he's just doing parkour. That was not the quickest or most efficient way to get from A to B. That was completely unnecessary. He didn't circumvent anything. Oh, it's another one of these checkpoints, huh?
The maestro awaits. He will
Good,
not
a cutscene.
suffer mistakes. Package it correctly. Do it now.
The Spaniards here? That changes things. If I can infiltrate this group, take the place of the courier.
Farewell and
Lead me
sweet
right to the
recovery,
feet of
amigo.
Putana.
So what am I doing? I gotta kill a guy? Business as usual, I guess, but this time there's a timer for some reason.
There he is, faster! We're losing him! There he is, Laju!
Faster! We're losing him! Oh wait, he's just standing there. That's what I get for trying to throw a knife. Maybe next time I should just shoot him.
I've fresh sheep's urine and rosemary poultices for your bunions!
See raspberry poultices for your bunions? Okay, it's not going to be any more stealthy, is it? Shoot. Come check out the hay. Hi. There's another red dot. I know. Yep, there. That guy. For a moment, I thought it was keeping some of my Ezio armor. Maybe just the bracers. 7,000 florins feels like a lot for what that mission was. But also, not enough for how long that tailing sequence was.
This is a moment of great importance. Stay in formation. Make this right.
Play along. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Playing along this game. Father the God, don't draw attention to yourself. I mean, I'm carrying a box. How much attention to myself could I draw? I feel like I should switch weapons to my sword just in case we get into combat, because I think they'll do that. They're going to throw us into combat, but I'm pretty sure changing my sword would cause me to drop the box. And that's more suspicious than having hidden blades currently equipped. Not to mention, I might end up breaking the box. That mission failed because it broke the box. I like that there was some actual stealth required just then when I was getting this disguise. I feel like Assassin's Creed, like, I like that Assassin's Creed doesn't force stealth, but I feel like as the games went on, it became less about being an assassin and more about just doing the thing the game told you to do, and it doesn't matter if you stay hidden. Like, it's always just a bonus objective. Which, you know, I rewatched Steven's Assassin's Creed 1 Let's Play yesterday and today. It was really that short, I didn't realize. And it reminds me, yeah, that game really didn't care if you were stealthy. In fact, I'm pretty sure there were points where you couldn't be.
You were not followed.
Absolutely. Everything went perfectly. We have followed your orders exactly as specified. The mission to Cyprus was more...
I don't know if I should have done that.
Ezio. It's been some time. No. Leave him to me.
I didn't press the prompt fast enough.
Rodrigo. So, where is he?
Who?
Your prophet. Doesn't look like anybody showed up, Rodrigo. How many people have died for these? For what's in this box? And look, there's nobody here.
You claim not to be a believer, and yet here you are. Don't you see him? The prophet is already here. I am the prophet. Now give me the apple.
Come and take it from me.
Hey, OBS, could you please stop dropping frames in this important moment? We're about to fight the big bad here. Kick him in the groin. Yeah, there. Oh, well. It's like, there we go, and then he started to counter me back. I try not to get too greedy with my swings here. It's like he's got as much health as I do. And I also noticed Stephen was much better at the combat than I was. He didn't struggle as much with that end battle. He still had a tough time. He did still consider that like the hardest combat section in the game. But he was definitely he definitely had a better grip on that combat system than I did. Ow, now he's kicking me in the nuts. You can't do that.
Is this all you have? Where is the rest of your people?
What people?
You really have no idea, do you? Guards!
Seriously put his sword away in this encounter? So yeah, I mentioned last time I was playing Wargroove, and I was kind of stuck. I was thinking about turning the difficulty down, so I did. And I'm having a much better time. And it's still, like, even turning it one notch down, it still feels tough. It's just I'm punished less for making mistakes, which is definitely conducive to learning the game, you know? It's good for figuring things out. Ow, spear guy. The best way to beat him was to disarm him. Wrong guy, but okay. That. Let me drop my sword. Don't you want me to not have a sword? I'm pretty sure I won't be able to disarm Rodrigo, but if he attacks, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I know. Yeah, what happened there? Ow, okay, can't punch him. And I did end up having a battle that it seemed like I was going to lose it, but I kept fighting anyway, and I actually ended up turning things around so much that I ended up totally wiping out just completely everything on my opponent's side. It took me like 40 turns, but I won eventually. And then, like, not the next battle, but the battle after was also a hilariously total wipe. You know, in the bathroom. Come on, spirit guy. Come on, spirit guy. Finally.
Uncle! Don't worry, Nipote. You are not alone.
Volpe?
Volpe.
What are you doing here?
We could very well ask you the same thing.
We?
Save your questions, brother. Don't let Borgia leave with that box. Avanti!
Oh, that's the Volpe.
Now
Yeah, kick him.
you're
Kick him while he's down. Kick him while he's down. Kick him while he's down.
Take him down, Ezio.
Can't help but notice they made me drop my spear. And there's another spear guy now. Oh, well, so much for that. Yeah, I definitely really enjoy Wargroove, and I'm glad that turning the difficulty down has made it manageable for me to play, but not so easy that I feel like I'm sleepwalking through it. I mean, it's not even the easiest difficulty, it's just the next one down. But I genuinely was afraid that if I turned the difficulty down even that one level, that it was going to be so easy that I didn't have to think about anything. That's really on me for thinking one difficulty level down out of, like, the 3 options that are there. You know, high, medium, and low. That medium was going to be sleepwalk.
You will die by my hand, just like you fought. This war has been going on far longer.
But yeah, it's enough where I definitely feel like I'm learning how to manage my units and how to counter my enemy. It's like I'm definitely starting to get the hang of like what units counter what, and I didn't realize they're talking during this. Well, so am I. Too bad. And managing, you know, staying out of range, and then countering them with someone who has faster movement.
But we have what we came for.
No. I need to go after him.
Do you really now? Or are you here for another reason, my son?
Theodora? What? What are you all doing here?
Perhaps the same thing you are, Ezio.
hoping to see the Prophet appear.
I came here to kill the Spaniard. I couldn't care less about your prophet. He never showed up.
No? But you did.
What?
A prophet's arrival was foretold. And unbeknownst to us, here you are. Perhaps all along, you were the one we sought.
Cosa? Who are you?
Niccolò di Bernardo de Machiavelli. I am an assassin, trained in the ancient ways to safeguard mankind's evolution. Just like you, and each one of us here.
You are all assassins? Paola. Volpe.
It's true, Nipote. We have all been guiding you for years, teaching you the skills you would need to join our ranks. I think it's time.
We have our prize, but there is much to be done. Come, meet us here at sunset.
Sorry, I'm turning a fan on because it's hot in here.
Lashea waka umutlak bel kulun munkin. These are the words spoken by our ancestors that lay at the heart of our creed.
Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember.
Nothing is true.
Where other men are limited by morality or law, remember.
Everything is permitted.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
It is time, Ezio. In this modern age, we are not so literal as our ancestors, but our seal is no less permanent. Are you ready to join us?
I am.
This only hurts for a while, brother. Like so many things.
Benvenuto, Ezio. You are one of us now. Come, we have much to do.
Doesn't really make sense for them to have like a mark on them, especially the hand where you could easily check for it. It's like if you're trying to hide or sneak into somewhere, they could easily just be like, hang on, let me check your hand. Gotta make sure you're not an assassin. Oh wow, there's 7,000 florins in this haystack. Who would have thought? Is that the end of the sequence? Apple of Eden acquired. Ooh, Venetian cape. Finally, a new cape. That was it for this sequence? I think 12 and 13 are skipped over, so now we're on we should be on 14, the final sequence. Did it put the cape on me? No. Agile guards are capable of running faster. Didn't get to read the rest. Why did you disappear if it wasn't done loading? Loading screen tip. I was reading that and it just vanished. We're not even done loading.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
No, I need to go back. Right now.
Why so motivated, Desmond?
Oh dear.
Sean?
Of course. How could I have forgotten?
You want to share with the rest of us?
Rodrigo Borgia is elected Pope in 1492, which means Ezio's greatest enemy is now also the most powerful man in Italy.
Always wanted to visit the Vatican.
Well, your luck's in, Desmond. Happy days. Because that's exactly where you're going.
I wonder why for a moment there weren't subtitles. Stop dropping frames, OBS! Oh, it did put the cape on me, huh? Wait, do I have the DLC? I'm pretty sure I already went over this. The Ezio Trilogy box says nothing about including any DLC. And I definitely have not bought it.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
What is it, Leonardo?
Look at my
What does it
shiny
do?
armor. It's so
I
shiny
could
now.
no more explain this than explain to you why the Earth goes around the sun.
You mean the sun around the Earth?
It's fabricated with materials that shouldn't exist. And yet, this is clearly a very ancient artifact.
The Codex refers to it as a piece of Eden.
The Spaniard. He called it the apple.
Like Eve's apple, of forbidden knowledge. Are you then suggesting that this thing...
I thought all these things did was create illusions. Also, I like how the graphics and the
This must
cinematography
never
are
fall into the
clearly
buckets.
different
It would
because they
drive
were
weaker
working on the
minds
next
insane.
game while making
No
this
doubt the
DLC.
Spaniard will be relentless in his desire to gain it back.
Ezio, you must protect this with all the skills we have taught you.
Take it to Forli. The citadel is walled, protected by cannons, and our ally controls it.
Who is this ally?
Her name is Caterina Sforza.
You don't say. I think I may enjoy this mission. Thank you for everything, my oldest friend.
Leonardo, Ezio tells me you travel often to Milano. I have a grand villa in Toscana. You must come visit me there.
It's like, you got some brotherhood in my Assassin's Creed 2. And this has got to be it, because I remember reading that the I think it was sequence, what did I say was the 2 we skipped? 12 and 13. 12 was Battle of Forli and 13 is Bonfire of the Vanities. Or maybe it's the other way around, but apparently we're doing Battle of Forli. Which is weird that there's this town in the game. Forli exists. And in the main game, you know, without DLC, there's nothing to do there except side content, like, you know, doing a race or jumping off the viewpoints or whatever. It's kind of... And then you spend all this time in Venice. Freaking gigantic Venice, biggest city in the entire series of 2 games. Let me see that cape. Flip the cape. Flip the cape! There we go. It's blue. It doesn't go with the rest of me. It's not red. Excuse me. I'm burping. Identify special memories. Maybe I should go to the special memory first. Nope, not Katarina. Yeah, just go hang out by the... I didn't need to mark that, but... whatever. Go hang out by the lighthouse. I may just be imagining things, but the game looks like it's running at a higher frame rate and resolution. Which, at least makes me excited for getting to Brotherhood, because that game's going to look nicer, apparently. Oh yeah, it really is the lighthouse. I'm just hazarding a guess, because it was at the end of the peninsula. If you could even call it that, I don't know. I know a peninsula is like a... it's like a landmass that can only be accessed from one side because the rest of it is surrounded by water. I don't know if that's the correct description, but it's something like that. You know, like Florida. Florida is just one big peninsula. Ah! I did not jump correctly. Didn't grab the beam fast enough. Because I forgot I actually have to press the button to grab. There, now we're getting somewhere. I just, nope, go up. There. really at the top of this viewpoint, isn't it? Maybe they don't expect you to have completed Forley by now. Oh, we're flying the flying machine again. Okay. Why? The fire did not give me as much height as I thought it would. It looked like it was like 3 or 4 fires in one place, so you would think there would be a lot of lift like that. A lot of lift like that. Oh no, it's a guy with a flying machine. Get him. Actually, never mind. He's okay. He's just inventing a new sport. It's like he's hanging from a glider. How about we call it hang gliding? Let me get some lift from this. Where am I even going? What is my goal here? Where is my goal here? Did I get turned around? Am I heading back towards the lighthouse I leapt off of? Let me open the map. What is my... I don't think I'm supposed to go to the mountains here. Is this just for fun? Is there no point to the glider? Whoa, a little lower than I meant to go there. I guess I'll see how far it'll let me glide here. Maybe I am supposed to fly into the mountains. Uh-oh. Didn't get the lift off of that fire. Oh no, the memory wall! Ah! And then he flew off into the sunset. Or the glider will vanish and drop me into my death. No, I don't want to get on the glider. Is this meant to be a form of fast travel? Can I just fly this over to where I was supposed to be and get off there? Where was I even supposed to be? Was that supposed to be me dying, or... No, okay. I'm getting off. New memories are now available. Wow, did I really just drop myself right next to where I was supposed to be? I had no idea where it even was.
Well,
Sorry, I'm late.
well.
Just a bit in a new sport.
Look who it is.
Madonna.
I thought when we met you were a bit special, but an assassin.
That reminds me of something I meant to say. How did Ezio not realize Mario was an assassin?
You're going to love Forley.
He was teaching him how to be an assassin. If anyone, that's the one he should have known was an assassin.
Quite safe there.
Forgive me, but I've never heard of a woman ruling her own city before. It's
Oh no, the
very
phone is
impressive.
beeping.
Well, it was my husband's before, of course. He died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I had him killed.
Oh.
We discovered Girolamo Riario was working for the Templars, making a map of the locations of the remaining Codex pages.
I never liked that goddamn son of a bitch anyway. He was a lousy father. Boring in bed. and a pain in my ass.
Look,
What are other people running from?
Oh no.
What are you running from? Hey! Where are you running from? Someone tell me!
Aspetta. What's happening?
They came as soon as you left the city walls, Signora. The city is under attack.
What? By who?
The Orsi brothers, Signora.
Oh, sangue di Giuda.
Who are the Orsi?
The same canaglia I hired to kill my husband.
it's the Spaniard, of course. The Orsi have no worldview bigger than their purse.
But how could he know where we were taking the apple before we even knew?
Because they're not here for the apple, Ezio. They're after Riario's map.
Basta with your map, Nicolo. My children are inside. Oh, porco demonio.
Well, kind of impressive she can run in that dress.
There he is!
Hey. Hey. No, no, no combat. No. No. Hey, you think I have kill chaining yet? Was that invented in Brotherhood? I don't remember. I think that wasn't until it wasn't until Revelations, probably. Because I remember watching Steven play through all of the whole Assassin's Creed series. It taught me things I didn't know about in Assassin's Creed 3 that I don't know if they ever teach you about or if they just expect you to know from having played past games. One of those things was kill chaining. And another was like how important it is to train up you'll be able to call in assassins, like assassin allies, which is introduced in Brotherhood, hence the name Brotherhood.
They're already inside. Double-crossing bastards.
Is there another way into this place?
Aspetta. Perhaps yes. There's an old tunnel under the western wall from the canal.
Bene. I'll be right back.
And I'm pretty sure those were the two things.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You
Oh
spy.
yeah, she's creating a distraction.
You occupy my city, my home. You think I'm going to stand here and do nothing about it?
I think it was like one thing per game, and then. So yeah, if assassins are the thing from Brotherhood, then I would assume kill training wasn't until Revelations, because I think that was the game that taught me that that was even a thing. Do I have to help with this, or can I just find the secret passage? What did she say it was again? Don't tell me that's it. It's not really much of a secret passage, more just a normal passage that I can swim under. They should get that looked at. That's kind of a security problem for them. I would make a War Groove joke about like having the swimming units, but I don't have them yet. I just know they exist because there's like, when you look at terrain, there's like icons for all the movement types, and then they have a flipper, which suffers penalties on like all terrains that isn't water, which makes sense because it's supposed to be for water. Can I get up there? Guess I gotta go this way. Yeah, I think I'm close to getting the water units because they did mention something about like borrowing someone's navy and then going out with like a crew of mermaids, something like that. And I'm still catching up on side missions I decided to skip so I could get further in the story. I'm higher than my thing. Oh, there we go.
Ma dove ti hanno pescato? In un convento di monache? Non ho mai visto in vita mia una cozzaglia di...
Oh. Switch.
Ezio! You're
It gave me something. Oh, I didn't get to do the jump myself. Get your safety inside the place, the citadel. As long as it's not a citadel of spiders. Are these weak units? Hang on, let me get my dagger, which is good at disposing of low health units. Again, I would make a Wogre joke. I don't remember which unit was best at taking out a trebuchet, I guess. Would be good at... I don't even know what you would call a weak unit, because like everyone has 100% health. And damage is pretty much all in resistances and weakness. I thought it was being redundant there. No. Resistances and weaknesses are two different things. Which, on the one hand, it's cool because I don't have to calculate like, okay, this guy can take 2 more hits because he's got 100 HP and the enemies are going to deal 50 damage to him. It's like, no, it's pretty much just how much damage I, you know, is anyone in range of a particular threat to them. Okay, I think these guys are tougher, so I should get my sword out. Yeah, get the guy who fell. The guys with the hats, definitely easy to tell that they're weak. Still kind of having that problem where I don't... Or at least it was for, you know, before we got to this point where we're fighting all these guys. Then having a hard time distinguishing regular guards who still wear armor from the weak guys. You know, the ones who are supposedly, like, weak to everything. That can easily dispense with a dagger. Okay, Katarina's. So you guys gotta sit this one out. She's dying. She's got like half her health. Okay, or maybe I should do a better job of helping her not die.
I see him. There.
God wasn't trying to hide.
Can't wait to see the organs steaming in the sunlight.
I'm straight behind him. Or just finish him there. Hope I hit checkpoint at some point. Because she is still dying. It's not getting any better for her. Oh, she fell over! Crap, there's too many of them. She's gonna die. I know at some point they introduced double kill counters. And that is another thing where I'm not sure where they do that. Ah, dang it. She died. I don't remember which game does it, but I think that's Revelations. Which was a thing I did know was in Assassin's Creed 3, because that's pretty easy to realize. You know, you just have to counter when 2 dudes are attacking you. And then there you go. You've done a double counter. So it does kind of seem like Assassin's Creed 2 or Revelations really wanted to emphasize that Ezio was a master at that point. Or they just felt that the combat needed refreshing after 3 games. So they introduced the kill chaining and the other thing, I forget, the double counter. To be more cinematic. Ow! Hit the wrong guy, man. Ow! Hey, shoving us around. What are you doing? Excuse me. If this DLC really does have better graphics, it's a shame that they didn't apply the better graphics to the whole game with like a patch, or at least for the Ezio trilogy. But I understand not applying it to the whole game. It's just weird that you have these two chapters that are going to be, they're going to look way nicer and have cutscenes with different energy. Why are you attacking? Aren't you guys supposed to be part of the city? Part of the city guard? Because apparently the whole time these guys guarding the Codex pages were Templars. Guarding the pages that Templars had acquired. Pardon my yawn. Okay, I think it was the encounter after this where Katerina died. I'm pretty sure that guy was facing me, and then he turned around for the backstab kill. Okay, wait. Should be making sure my allies aren't dying. Guys? Guys, you should be surrounding this guy, not that guy. Ow.
Pazzo, you think you can outrun us? Soon you'll provide great joy as a swinging target for the stones of
No!
boy.
Can't do that. How do you like it, huh? Take this back, thank you very much. Were you a fast guard? Are you one of the fast guys? Not fast enough. Can't make up my mind what weapon I want to have. It does kind of surprise me that you have like 4 Assassin's Creeds on PlayStation 3. You know, that whole era. Because the way consoles have been going, I don't know. It seems like, you know, for as much time as I'm sure these first Assassin's Creeds took to make, I'm surprised that the PlayStation 3 era lasted for every game. It lasted for 4 Assassin's Creeds. Where even is Niccolo at? There he is. Wish I could hand him some medicine. We're traveling as a trio, and therefore I am incognito.
It's an ambush.
Well, as long as Niccolo's health gets reset. Hang on, this looks like a good time for my dagger. It's like, you know, it would make sense for there to be a lot of Assassin's Creeds on, like, the PlayStation 4. Because that was around the time that they started to become annualized. But it surprises me that, you know, I think even Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed 4, which is, you know, technically the 6th game, was still on this console.
Bambini! But where are Bianca and Ottaviano?
Forgive me, Signora. They were playing outside when the attack began. I don't know where they are.
Reinforcements from the mountains! They are breaching the citadel!
Ezio, don't let those bastardi get in here!
With me!
Okay, but did you recharge your health? Holding the fort. Holding the fort. Genuinely thought it was about to give me the objective a third time. Oh, hang on, I'm changing swords. Now, I didn't think about this before, but if at least this sequence is going to take place in Forley, I don't think they're gonna give me anything new to do outside of the story. Especially because it's... Oh, ammunition refilled. Especially because it's DLC, so I can't imagine it... I don't want to say like, oh, they didn't put a lot of work into it, but you know how DLC is. It's typically not... Where are we going? It's typically not, like, on the same level as the main game. It's more like an additional stuff, you know, pretty much just what they felt like doing. Like, some additional missions. But then, you know, nothing else. Not like a whole new campaign, which is more... I'm not... You know, obviously, it's not impossible for that to happen. You know, Dishonored does that with its DLCs. Even Dishonored 2 was, you know, its DLC campaign was... I don't want to say long, but, you know, they felt like selling it as a separate thing. It was adequate enough to do so with. You know, I did just get more ammo. How about I take advantage of my pistol more? But this definitely doesn't feel like it was in a time where DLC was still considered that or not still, was yet to be considered important enough, you know, still kind of in the era where DLC is like an afterthought, I think. You know, I don't think this was around the time where they realized, hey, wait, we can just rip chunks of the game off, and instead of including them in the main game, we just sell them to the player as DLC. For profit. I think this is still firmly in the era of additional content, as in, like, stuff they just felt was needed.
Caterina Sforza! I know
I feel like I'm talking in circles, so I'm just gonna shut up.
I have something you may want back. Are you missing any children? And Ezio Auditore. What a pleasant surprise.
I take it you would be the Orsi brothers.
Ludovico and Gecko at your service.
Basta! Where are my children? Let them go!
Of course, Signora. We'll happily give them back for something of yours. A certain map.
And a certain apple, brother.
See, a certain apple indeed. Or shall I slice your baby's necks ear to ear?
Bastardi! You think you can threaten me? I'll give you nothing! You want my children? Take them! I have the instrument to make more!
When you change your mind, they'll be in the village outside the city. You have 1 hour.
Caterina, no. I can't ask you to sacrifice your children.
Nobody's sacrificing anything. Go get them back for me, Ezio.
See, you have my word. The apple needs to remain in the citadel. Keep this safe.
Yeah, the way the missions have been are being paced, it definitely feels like there's nothing to do outside of these additional missions for this DLC. Which, you know, like I said, it takes place in Forley, which was weird that it didn't really, like, it kind of existed just to give you like 1 or 2 missions before you get to Venice, and then everything else was side content. So it would make sense to me that this DLC would be only missions. And nothing. Because this, honestly, the side content is kind of fluff, so it would make sense that they wouldn't, if they included DLC, which they did, I don't know why I'm saying if, that when they did DLC that they didn't include more like, oh look, it's another running through the gates thing. Oh look, go here and stab this guy. Ah, never done that before. Okay, so now we're gonna find them with Eagle Vision. Haha, you're too slow to stab me. But, you know, it does feel fishy to me that the last sequence was so short, and then they have these two sequences before the final sequence that are quote-unquote missing unless you buy the DLC, which definitely says that it was planned as DLC, but I mean, I'll give them I'll give Ubisoft of whatever era that this came out in the benefit of the doubt that they were just running out of time and or budget, so they had to, like, they basically had to do it as DLC. Or maybe they were just looking at their plans for what they... Do I have to... Oh, shit. First I gotta get these clowns dead. Ow! What was that? Hang on, how about I really haven't used smoke bombs much. Stop flinching, Ezio. That maybe they were looking at their plans for the whole story, and they looked at these two chapters and realized, like, hey, wait, we don't really need those. Oh, but I gotta speak.
Grazie, messere. But my brother, they're holding Ottaviano at the lighthouse.
And then that's the end of the mission? Or, no. Okay, checkpoint reached, though. Makes you wonder what timer you'll have if you start over. Excuse me. I was gonna go beep beep, but I'm on a horse. Horses don't honk. They are not geese. Wouldn't that be weird? A world where we ride geese. Which, I guess with geese as they are, that wouldn't make any sense, because I don't think they could support a human body. Apparently horses, you know, regular, normal horses already have some problems related to carrying additional weight that humans put on them. Which is why we shoe them. It's like when they're walking around in the wild, they're perfectly fine not having horseshoes, but because of that extra weight, there's extra strain on their, like, you know, the ends of their hooves. Or is hoof the word for the end of their leg? Because I feel like hoof refers to, like, the foot in its entirety and not, like, the hard part that touches the ground. But yeah, you know what I mean, that the hard part that touches the ground. Hey, buddy.
Katerina was a fool to send you.
Or are you the fool, dying for a handful of change? Was it worth it?
More than you know. The maestro gains his prize because of me.
Muori col tuo orgoglio, per quanto vale. Requiescat in pace.
Okay, but now I gotta deal with the other brother guy. What was their name again? The apparent antagonists of this sequence? Looks like I got it in a special memory. Or is that just Is that just the glider again? I'm gonna assume that's the glider again, and I don't want to do that. Excuse me. Feel it's just full. Oh no. My money. What am I gonna do with all my money? Forgot to mention, I did, I realized, like, oh wait, the dies. That's something I haven't bought yet. I'm sitting around thinking like, oh, I got nothing to spend my money on, and then there's the dies. Well, it turns out the dies are a one-time thing, so if you buy a new die, you have to buy another die to change. So they're not permanent. They're not like the armor where you can go back to the villa and change them out. So it's a good thing I never bothered with those on screen, because, you know, why would I bother with something that is purely cosmetic and doesn't even go back to the villa as something that increases the money earned? I mean, I suppose that, I was gonna kill this guy, and then I'm like, oh wait, he's the green guy. I probably shouldn't be killing them. And then he got mad at me and attacked, so... Coming on, I'm just to continue. Can't see. Thanks, contextual camera, for turning. I suppose if we don't finish tonight, I will put on that that bonus skin I have at the dye shop, which I assume was part of the Ezio trilogy and or part of buying the DLC.
I'm so sorry, Ezio. I'm so sorry.
What happened?
It was a trick to lower our defenses.
As soon as you left, they attacked again. Keko Orsi. He has the apple.
What? No! Where is he?
We chased him out here, but the bastard escaped into the mountains.
I'm going.
You okay, Niccolo? Looks like you got a big splotch of blood in on your chest. I assume this will be the last part of this. Didn't they say he was at the mountains? At the end of the circle in which I must search for this Orsi brother, the remaining Orsi brother. Jump, Ezio.
Would you rather be roasted or fried in oil?
Roasted, please.
Move.
Oh, shoot. Fine. If we're taking out the remaining Orsi brother, this is probably the end. Shoot. Oh, get out of my way. Whoop, don't run into a wall. Found him. Okay, gotta crab hand my hidden blades out. I never did explain that, did I? The crab hand thing. You know, when you're holding the thumbstick with your thumb, and then you don't you get on that horse. Man, he's stupid. He didn't get on that horse. You continue to hold the thumbstick with your thumb, and then the finger that's normally on a shoulder button, you reach that down to the D-pad to hit a button. How about I get on a horse? How about I be smart? Which I believe is a term coined from the Monster Hunter community from when they were on the PSP, because the controls were apparently kind of wonk there. Gotcha.
So, you have your prize again.
Was it worth it? So much bloodshed.
A prize of such value. It will not remain yours for long.
We shall see. Che miserie nascono dall'avidità. Requiescat in pace.
I remember seeing Ezio get stabbed, and not just from watching Steven play this. Because I'm sure he had the DLC. Actually, I think he did label the playlist Assassin's Creed 2 plus DLC. So I guess I have played this far. But apparently not on my PC copy?
Who are you? Stop. Don't open it.
Ezio, thank God you're back with us. Are you all right? What happened to you?
I don't know.
One of my guards had the luck to find you in the hills, next to Kek Orsi's dead body.
See, that I remember. Wait, there was a third man. He took the apple.
Who?
He wore a black robe, like a monk. And I think... a missing finger. See, Katerina, I have to go, right away.
Of course. Then you will need this as well.
The map Niccolo spoke of. Your husband.
Ex-husband, mio caro. He swore he'd uncovered the locations of all the Codex pages. You will recover the apple, but you will never find the vault without this. You know, there is an abbey in the wetlands near here, where I've seen monks wearing black robes. I'd start there. Now go. Find us a stramaladetto monk.
I think I'm going to miss you, Katerina.
Oh, I know you will.
Man, that word she used there was really long for a swear word. Like I thought like half the point of a swear word is that it's punchy. It really emphasizes your point. Yeah, I remember Ezio getting stabbed, and then when he comes through, and he has his beard, which I feel like is iconic, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just because I like the beard. Okay, so what are we doing now? Apparently that wasn't the end. We gotta find a monk. We gotta find that comedically long swear word monk. I do wonder why does Ezio get stabbed and then wake up with a beard? Is that supposed to imply that that it took him that long to recover from being stabbed? Which I could understand happening, because, you know, old you know, medieval medicine not really good, except for the medicine I have in the vials in my pockets. But they don't seem to say anything about him being out for that long. So I wonder if that was just... Maybe when making the main game, they just decided that he would have a beard at the end to show how old he's gotten. And then they just had to work that into the DLC somewhere. So there's just like, he gets stabbed and wakes up with a beard. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe hiding here worked. And you know, in real life, this wouldn't work, because if there were this group of 5 people standing here talking, and I just walked into the middle of their group, you know they would be asking questions like, hey, who are you? What are you doing? You mind? We're having a conversation here. Can you, like, at least tell us who you are? Can you just not stand there silently, staring at nothing? Oh, wait. Ecovision, probably. No, that's not helping. There he is. Help the monk? Well, I guess I do need to know where the apple is.
Blessings on you, brother.
Grazie. I wonder if you can help me.
What do you seek?
A monk in black robes who lacks one of his 10 fingers.
Well, Brother Guido has only 9 toes. You sure it wasn't a toe?
Quite sure.
And then there's Brother Domenico, but it's his entire left arm he's lacking.
Again, quite sure it was a finger.
Now wait a moment. I do recall a black-robed monk with 9 fingers. Yes, of course. When we had our last San Vincenzo's feast at the Abbey.
Yes, I know the place. I'll try there. Grazie.
Go in peace, brother.
I always do.
I feel like that's the kind of thing where you should have said and to you as well, but I guess he's not going anywhere, so I guess it's like saying, you know, you too when they say have a nice trip. Like, or enjoy your ride or something. I don't know, like the joke is always like when you're at the airport and they say have a nice flight. And then you say you too, and it's like, oh wait. Ooh, I just embarrassed myself because I said you too, but they're not flying anywhere. They're at the check-in desk. Now that I'm entering the city, I'm thinking the gold's not going to be in the city, is it? It's not going to be in here. Oh, it actually is. Wow. Well, can't just walk in through the front door. Oh, here we go. Right over there.
Excuse me, brother. I wonder if you can...
Unholy demon! Get away!
What's wrong?
You're the one who killed Brother Stefano! Brothers, the killer of monks has returned!
Wait, I gotta tackle him? Tackle on a monk. Because I'm the good guy.
Please, no. I don't want to die.
I only kill those who kill others. And your brother Stefano was a killer. I'm sure you are no such thing. Now, listen to me. I'm looking for a black-robed monk who's missing a finger.
Missing a finger, you say? Do you mean like Fra Savonarola?
Savonarola? Who is this? You know him?
I did. He was one of us, for a time.
And then?
We suggested he retire to a hermitage for a good long time.
I'm afraid to say his retreat has come to an end. Where would he have gone?
Oh dear. Santo Spirito? In Firenze? It's where he studied. Perhaps it's where he would return.
I thank you. Go with God, brother.
I think I remember that name. Not the name that's on screen right now, the Fra something or other. Oh, well, that's it for sequence 12. Time to execute Bonfire of the Vanities. Oh. I hit my mic stand. I just noticed Ezio's beard goes on his neck. And that reminds me of, like,
I think I repaired